Hello and welcome to the Spiritual Solopreneur podcast. If this content resonates, please like and subscribe. Today, my guest is Cameron Cohen. Cameron is a Los Angeles-based artist who has created the concept of manifestation paintings. She creates artwork that helps bring her clients' manifestations to life. Takes clients through a guided visualization process to map out their goals and intentions and translates that into a gorgeous painting that holds the frequency of their intentions as a daily reminder of the life they wish to create. Hi, Cameron.
Hi, Bev. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for
Good.
being here. This is awesome.
Thank you
I,
for having me. It's so exciting.
yeah, I really find the concept of the manifestation paintings absolutely fascinating. And sorry, and I got interrupted there. I find your concept totally fascinating, and I would like to just talk at the outset a little bit about the process, how it works, and what you do and how you got into it.
Okay. Those are all very good places to start. Well, I've been an artist since birth. I grew up with a mom who's a creative. She's also an interior designer. So I was creating at a very young age, and it took me a while to get to a place where I blended my other skills and talents with my art, which is I came back to my art during COVID actually because I couldn't work. I have another business doing beauty and I in the beauty business where I do lash extensions and I'm a makeup artist. And obviously I couldn't touch anybody. So I had to find another outlet and I went back to painting. So that's where I really found my voice. And I realized that art really is a portal. That's what I believe at least. It gets you into a different place, a different mindset, a different feeling. When you walk into a museum, you can be in front of a painting that just affects you in a way you can't explain. You could be transported to another place, right? Another dimension. So I decided to use my art as a tool to help people manifest what they want to create in their life because the truth is, I've always been a master manifester. Like, I've always said, like, well, relationship was always the tricky one for me because, the other person has free will, but
Right.
anything else I can create in my life, right?
Yeah.
And people would ask me all the time to help them manifest things, and I didn't have a way to help them because they really have to do it for themselves, right? I can't make something happen for you. You have to get there. But I realized I could use my art and my process to help that person get to that place and discover what it is they want to create. And then the truth is, you probably agree with me that the longer you focus on something, the more you focus on it, it grows, right? When we put our attention to, that's what we create. So to have a painting that directly relates to what you want to create in your life and you see it every day helps you attract that and bring it into your life. So that's how that kind of all started. If that
Awesome.
answers that
Totally
question. Yeah.
awesome. So you said that you've been a master manifester, really, this whole time. How did you
Mhm.
discover that you were doing that, that you had a particular skill for that?
It's funny. I thought everybody did it. I didn't know that I didn't think I was special. Let's just say it that way. I thought everybody knew how to do that and make things happen. They want something and they just make it happen. But it started to be more apparent when my friends started reflecting that to me and they're like, wow, you want something and it just happens. And I'm like, well, yeah, doesn't that happen for you? And that's when they're like, well, no. I said, oh, okay. So this is something that's special. All right. Well, I mean, I truly believe anybody can do it, but it is a mindset, right? And I guess um, I'm a very upbeat, happy, positive person. Just in general, that's where I'm pretty much always am. Yeah, of course, I
You're
have down days.
Yeah.
right?
But you're generally
But
pretty high vibe.
yes, yes, definitely vibrate at a high frequency.
Yeah.
And, that's not for everyone, but that's okay. But, that's just how it works for me. And I make things happen because I always do focus on it's gonna work out. Like and it's a knowing, it's not just a belief, but a knowing that it's all gonna work out. I could decide that I want to travel during monsoon season, and because I know that I always have great weather karma, I could go during monsoon season and it won't rain because I always have great weather when I travel. It's just that thing. Like
Yeah.
when I travel, everyone talks about like, oh, what if your luggage gets lost? I'm just like, why would you even think that? Like that never happens to me
Yeah.
because I don't think that those things can happen. I just don't pull that energy into my space. So
Exactly.
I think that's one of the main things.
That
Like just knowing
is
it's all going to work out.
exactly. So, and it's not like a big visualization. When we're taught about manifestation, it's like, oh, you got to visualize it, you've got to feel it, you got,
I mean, yes, that helps. That definitely
yeah.
helps. Like there's many levels to that. So like with my work, with my paintings, I do that with others to get them in that space and place. Because the truth is, you do have to align what you want to create with an emotion as if it already exists. Like, what is that feeling? And to actually be in that vibration so that it's like I say, it's like tuning into a radio. If you have that frequency going on for you, then you'll find the connection, right? It will find you because that's what, everything's all energy. Everything's trying to connect to whatever matches.
True,
So
yeah.
yeah, visualization helps. The feeling of it helps. Being in that, stepping into who is that person and how does it feel to live that life? And the whole phrase of like act as if. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah, you gotta just embody that and then it will find you and it will already be.
Is it sort of a one session thing with your clients?
It's actually, when I think about it, it really breaks down into two sessions. It could be more. It depends. Normally it's two. So the first session would be we would have a conversation basically about what it is you want to create. Do you want to have a painting that talks about, do you want to manifest something? Do you want to celebrate your life? Do you want to have something more just biographical? Do you want to create something that, these are my favorite, like your daily mantra? Like, how do you live your life? And we come up with what is your mantra and have that as your daily reminder that that's how you want to live. So there's many different things that we can do together, and we could come up with something totally different as well, that's the fun part when together we're inspired and create something completely new. So that first conversation, I'm gathering all that information about the person. And then our second meeting is either if you live in Los Angeles or near Los Angeles, we can meet up in person, or we can do it by Zoom if you're not close by. And in the second meeting, that is when I have already prepared a personalized guided visualization for you. So I take you through a journey and, they're relaxed, laying down, not sleeping, but relaxed, eyes closed. And I take them through a journey about everything that we talked about, which is actually quite funny because when the journey's over, sometimes they forget about what they told me. They're like, how did you know about that? I said, well, you told me. I mean, I'm good. I don't know if I'm that
Not,
good.
not
I'm not
that good.
like not that good to make up all this stuff, but like I make sure to put in details that seem maybe insignificant, but make sense to them because it's the way in which they speak or the way in which they think, so they can really connect with what's happening. And after the guided visualization, we have a conversation about what happened, what they saw, what they felt, so that I could, again, take all that information. And that's what I use to inspire the painting.
Beautiful.
And it's fun. And sometimes people want to be a part of the process, like they want to approve certain things before we go to the next step. Or some people are like, no, I trust you. Like, they've seen what I do and they want to be surprised.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. And if I ship it to them, I love doing an unboxing so I can see when they open it, like what the reaction is and us to talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's fun. Yeah. So it could be
Awesome.
cute for you to visit.
So just to be clear, this is not a digital painting. This is a physical painting that you paint with your hands and everything and
Oh yeah.
ship to the person. So
Oh yes, it's a physical painting.
for the artists out there, I know nothing about painting mediums. Do you use oil or watercolor or different multimedia? What do you use? Just out of curiosity.
Yes, mostly I use acrylic paint on either canvas or wood, or I don't know, sometimes we pick different materials, but and then sometimes I use resin as a coating and sometimes I don't. It depends on the client. Sometimes people like the resin because it's so shiny and yummy. It makes
Mm.
everything like you want to eat it. It's like makes everything look like candy. But it's not necessary. And I do paint in oils. I just haven't done something in oils with this process yet. I am excited to work towards painting people's portraits of their higher self so
Ah,
they can use that portrait as a portal to converse with themselves and get the answers. I mean, that's something in the future I'm working towards to see how I can create a practice that you can ask yourself and get in touch with your intuition and use the painting as instead of looking in a mirror, you're looking into this painting. So,
beautiful. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. So do most people come to you with the idea of, yeah, some of them you mentioned they're like basically, I want to manifest, I want to be a certain type of person, or I'm trying to, or is it more concrete stuff like I want to get ahead in my business, or I want to manifest a house or car or something? Does
that's
it
a good
lend itself
question.
to that?
Well, interesting because I mean, I did do a painting. Yeah, they could be, and it could be really be anything. So yes, I've done a painting where someone wanted to travel more, so I created something for them just around travel. And like someone, she has a jewelry business, and we came up with her mantra is the journey is the jewel, right? And then on the painting, I painted a diamond or a stone. It was actually a ruby because her daughter's name is Ruby. And I painted a ruby. And then on top of it, it says the journey is the jewel. But the best part about the message is I paint it in this special reflective paint. So I call them secret hidden messages. So the message, you can only see it when the light hits it just right. So as you walk by it, you're like, wait, hold on a second, something's happening. Because you'll notice when something's moving or changing. And the idea is about being present in your life. Because when you're fully present, you see the signs, you see the opportunities, you see the synchronicities, right? And when you're not focused and you're on autopilot, it doesn't mean the signs aren't there. They're just, passing you by. So it is a reminder to stay present in her mantra.
Oh,
So something like that. I mean, I'd be
beautiful.
curious for you. What would we do for you?
Oh gosh. Well, I was going to ask you about this. I'm a web designer, right?
Oh yeah.
So, can you create a piece of art for my client? I mean, usually when you create a website, there's lots of visuals in there, but there's obviously one sort of main one usually that shows up on the
Mhm.
homepage. So can you create something for my client to put in there that would help them manifest what they want to do in their business?
Definitely. I mean, I've done some work for Mendocino Farms even, and I use their branding. So sometimes a client will have a slogan, I would say mantra, but it could be a slogan. It could be their slogan. It could be an icon, you know, many different things. So for companies, we can do something like that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, that would be
I
fun. I'd be
think it would
curious
be.
about that. Actually, it would be interesting because on the web, with an image that has the disappearing and reappearing letters, I could probably see, this is the fun part where we start creating together is if we made it more of a animation.
And more of an animation.
Right?
Exactly.
Because I could make the
Exactly.
painting and they could have the painting for their physical space. And then when we photograph it, we can animate it. So it's almost like as if I took a flashlight and put the light across it and then it appears and disappears. I mean, how fun would
Beautiful.
that be? I just got the
Beautiful.
chills.
I love
Yeah. So see, I mean,
it's
that's the thing.
limitless. It's
It's
limitless.
limitless. It's limitless. And the beauty part of it is when I work with a client and as we talk, like even talking with you, like, I never thought about animating one of the paintings. That's a brand new idea right now. And I thought, oh, okay, well, yeah, sure, we could do that with AI. That works.
Oh,
You know, I'll
yes.
figure that out.
Yeah.
I love learning new things.
We can do all kinds of things. I think this is the germ of a fabulous idea here, and we're going to pursue it. I
I
love
love
it.
it. Yes. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
best part is that with creativity. And that's why I like working individually with people because I like them to be a part of the creation. I mean, I think when you have art in your home or your workspace or anywhere, you should have a personal connection to it. I think it makes it so much more meaningful than just some people buy art as an asset. You know, it's an investment. And I
Mhm.
think we should invest in ourselves. So we should
You
have
got
art
it.
that, relates to us.
Exactly. And I love that whole idea of the light hitting the painting to see the message because what's going to happen, of course, is you're going to see it right at the very moment that you need to see it. You know?
Yes. And guess what? You might not see it and you might miss it altogether until maybe the next time you walk around. I mean, you don't know. It's interesting because when I have my art shows and I stand back and I observe people interacting with the art because I like to see what happens, right? Like, are people going to notice it? Do I have to tell them? And it's funny to see the moment when people see that something's happening and they're like, wait, hold on a second. And then they start interacting with their friends and they're like, and they're excited to show them, oh, look what I found. Like it's a treasure hunt, right? Like there's something going on here. So
Secret message.
totally. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, now you created a mural. Tell me about your mural. Love
Oh,
mural.
thank you for asking about that. Yeah, this is my newest project, Bev, that I'm so super excited about. I just completed, this is my biggest mural that I've made. And when I say mural, it's not like a street art mural where I just paint on the wall and it's there. This is a mural that consists of 222 smaller paintings. They're all 10-inch round, so they're all circles. And they're wood with acrylic and resin on it. And they all have the word love on it. And the word love, again, is in that special paint. So it's reflective, where
Mhm.
you can only see it when it catches your eye, when the light hits it right. And the idea of this mural, now this mural measures 7.5 feet tall by 22.5 feet wide. And it's, like I said, the biggest mural to
That's
date.
big.
Yeah, it's a lot. However, I did this because my mission is to honestly wrap our planet in the frequency of love.
Mm.
And I'm selling the individual paintings. I'm selling the paintings individually. So the idea is that they're going to go to many homes, hopefully all over the world, all over the planet. And when a painting goes to a home, it becomes an anchor point on the planet right there. And the person who owns it gets a certificate that they become an ambassador of love. So
No.
there's a responsibility in that. And you hold the space to, and you understand what this means. It's like the idea is you become a part of something greater than yourself, because I truly believe, the Beatles had it right. All we need is love,
Yeah.
and if everyone can remember to, before they walk out of their door, just to have, love in their heart, love for themselves, love for others, love for animals, love for the planet, love for nature, like just treat everything with that underlying feeling. I mean, wouldn't everything just be better?
Well, yes. It would. It
So,
would.
yeah.
The vibration on the planet would definitely raise up, and we could definitely use it.
Yeah, and that's the idea. And so I've currently, out of 222 pieces, 41 pieces have homes, which is exciting. I know they're going like some ones in Edinburgh. I've got Ojai, New York, Los Angeles, Santa Monica, somewhere in South Carolina. I mean, they're going all over. And some people bought multiples, so that's great. So it's even going
Yeah,
higher in that
yeah.
space. But my favorite part is that I'm developing on my website currently, and then possibly sending it to an app, is I'm creating a space where everyone can go and see where these paintings live and to really see how it's almost like another part of the art piece to see how they connect. And it's going to create a lattice work around the planet of the love frequency. And every year I'm going to do a new mural with a new frequency and they'll be collectible. So if you get one love and next year you want the next one, which I'm not saying what the frequency is yet,
Okay.
but I'm marinating on it. But I'm excited because it's a living piece of art. And it's something that I really want to bring people together in the excitement of the idea because I truly believe in intention. And when you have an intention behind anything, it strengthens it, especially when you have many people supporting it.
Absolutely. I think this is absolutely fantastic, and I just love the whole vibration of it. And so the idea is to have the painting, in my case, it would be in my office because I'm
Great.
here most of the time. So you're looking at it all the time, and so what's happening there is it just a reminder, or is there some energy imbued in it that's coming off?
Well, like I said, I do see them all as portals.
Mm,
Like, and when you see the paintings, I use a acrylic pour technique, so they're very earthy looking, like the movement of the paintings and I do them in so many different colors so that everyone can find one that they like. Not everybody loves purple and not everybody loves yellow, but believe me, the blue ones are the most popular. For some reason,
oh,
everybody loves blue.
okay.
Because it's happy, right?
Yeah.
But it's about finding the painting that you personally connect with because they're all like snowflakes, so they're all individual. And I even paint the backs of them. This series has the back of it is hot pink because what happens is when the light from the room hits the wall, if it's a white wall, let's say, if it's a white wall, it will bounce off the wall, hit the back of the painting, and then return to the wall and you will see this pink glow on the wall around your painting. So the idea is that it's alive. It has a vibration to it. I do all these little silly things, not
That
silly, but
it's not
all these
silly at
little
all.
touches,
Yeah.
right? All these little touches to add more vibration to it. And, I truly, I mean, sure, I could probably maybe in the next series I come up with some sort of daily practice. That would be a fun thing to do. I mean, this is now, as I'm saying it to you, just so you know, it's coming through my head.
Yeah.
You're seeing inspiration
I'm
happen in
I'm
this moment,
watching you channel. You're
right?
channeling
Because you
stuff.
you asked a really good question, like, well, what do you do with this painting on the daily? Not to just look at it. I was like, you're right. We should have a daily practice around the painting to be in that frequency and meditate with it or visualize with it or do something. I'm curious to see what people who already have the paintings will do. Maybe I'll put, a question to everyone else, like, what do you do with your painting?
How are you?
How do you sit in that frequency with your painting? That would be
Exactly.
interesting. So
Ve-
yeah, that's a great another layer. Thank you.
Very cool. Well, to me, it's like you have the painting there, and really, I think all you need to do is feel what you've put into it. When you see that glow, oh, okay, what does that symbolize for you right now? And when you see the word, what does that mean for you right now? Things like that, would probably are
Excuse
what
me. Yeah.
people are doing, I suspect.
Right. It's almost even like a subliminal message, right?
Yeah.
Like when we read I mean, that's why billboards on the street work so well because when you drive by and you look at it, they're literally putting this information in your brain, right?
It's
So,
a picture.
yeah, it's a picture or sometimes words, but what I don't know if you're familiar that we all have what's called the RAS, reticular activating system. That's behind, like at the base of our brain where it connects to our spine. And it is a webbing of neurons that acts as a filter. Okay, this is what allows us to manifest what we want. So the RAS, when we start programming it, and we program it by reading the same thing over and over, or visualizing or looking at an image, or when you make a decision, like when you make a decision to, let's say, you're going to get a new car. Okay, Bev, if you were to buy a new car, what color car would you want to get? Like what type of car, what color? Let's just say, let's put it out there. If you were to buy a new car,
A red a red Lamborghini.
a red Lamborghini. Oh my gosh, I just got like a hot flash. That's awesome.
I
And
mean,
I don't know. Yes.
I can't afford a red Lamborghini, but that's what
That's
I would
okay.
like. Yeah.
No, that's what you would like. And let me tell everybody, Bev has beautiful red hair, so she would look hot in a red Lamborghini. I love this for you. So now, as we know, red Lamborghinis are not very popular. Like you don't see them all the time.
No.
I mean, I live in Los Angeles, so I probably see them more than other people, but they're not very popular. However, when you make that decision that you want to buy a red Lamborghini, your RAS is now going to be filtering what you see in the world, and you're going to realize you're going to be driving, and all of a sudden you're seeing red Lamborghinis everywhere. And you're like, wait, what is happening? Like, I never saw a red Lamborghini before, and now I've decided to, that's what the car that I want. And now they're everywhere. They're coming up on commercials. You see them in the movies. And that's how it works because it's showing you, it's creating an alignment for you for the opportunity to come, for the synchronicities, for the signs. And so when you ask, like, what do you do with this painting? Yeah, all you have to do is look at it. You see the word love, you feel love. Whenever I see anything that says love on it, I have to buy it. If saw a sweatshirt once, it said love wins, I bought it. It wasn't a cute sweatshirt, but it said love on it and I had to have it.
There you go.
So, so that's how it works. Yeah, all you have
That's
to do is look at it.
and there's a scientific basis to it
Totally.
with the RAS. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So it's not all woo. It's not just
Yeah.
magic, even though there is a lot of magic. I love magic, but
Well, there's energy.
it's energy, and we know everything is energy. So, and it's neither destroyed nor lost. It's just transmuted, transferred. So we get to choose where we want to put it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Cameron, this has been absolutely fascinating. Is there any other message or you'd like to leave? Or I think you have a an exhibition somewhere
Oh,
soon.
you're right. I do. Yeah. I'm glad you remember. Yes, I do. I'm going to be showing at the Other Art Fair at the end of February in Culver City, California. And this is a great show. It is a show, and it's during Art Week here in LA. So there's a bunch of shows happening. But I'll definitely be putting the information on my Instagram, Cameron Cohen Art. And yeah, it's actually the first time I'm showing in this show. So I'm really excited. It's all new and emerging artists. So it should be fun. I mean, I haven't done a trade show yet for my art. So this should be interesting. I
Awesome.
designed jewelry a long time ago, so I know the trade show route. Like I've done that for jewelry, but this is going to be so much better because we're talking about art. It's so
Yeah,
much fun. So I'm
totally your
excited.
passion.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Is there any other message you have for us today to
No, I'm
leave
just
us with?
I
I
think,
think,
yes, I think that people should really pay attention to how they feel with the
yeah.
art that they have in their house and to be really aware of what that does for their space. So, have
And it's
happy art if you
like,
want to live a happy life.
it's happy art for a happy life. I love that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. This has been absolutely a blast.
Oh, thank you, Bev, for having me. When you get your red Lamborghini, will you send me a picture of you in
I
it?
absolutely, and I feel sure I'm going to start seeing them.
Please let me know. I would love that. I mean, I'm
Okay,
probably going to see him too, because
exactly.
as an empath, I'm bringing your red Lamborghini in for you. I love it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And my name is Bev Young. I am a web designer and digital marketing specialist, and I help spiritual and heart-centered entrepreneurs get more credibility and visibility online with websites they love and that work. See you next time. Bye.